Hey there, it's Angela Hochman here. Thank you so much for tuning in to STL TV, where you are encouraged to experience St. Louis. Now, I love a good conversation about a local business, and my heart might explode because it is theater. I love theater. I grew up doing theater. And so I can't think of any other interesting guest today than the producing artistic director and the owner of Moonstone Theater and one of her lead actors in the play Grand Horizons. We've got Jared Joplin. Hi, you two.
Hi.
Hello. Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah,
We appreciate
Yes,
it.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so giddy to sit here and talk with you. So Sharon, you started Moonstone Theater, and I want to get into a little bit about the theater, and then I want to talk about the play that's going on right now that's getting rave reviews. So talk about Moonstone. Why did you start it? When did you start it?
Well, I had been living and working in New York City for about 10 years, and St. Louis, though, is my hometown. And when I decided that I wanted to come back to St. Louis, I thought this would be a great place and a great time to start a theater company. So I had been sort of keeping an eye on what was going on here, and I really realized that women were sort of coming into their own here. A lot of women own companies, a lot of women are artistic directors of companies. And I also wanted to always do something in my hometown because there's so many talented people here, whether they're union or non-union, both. Also so many talented designers and technicians in theater. So I thought it'd be really great to give them an opportunity to have more work. And that was really the thrust of why I came back. And so I started the company in 2019, but as we were talking—
Perfect time to start a business.
Just don't expect a worldwide pandemic. And of course, you know, it got delayed for about 2 years.
Okay.
And then I thought, I don't mind a worldwide pandemic. We're starting to come out of it. So I had seen that other theater companies were doing shows, and I thought this will be a good time, you know, to get people back to the theater, because we were concerned, and I think, you know, the world was concerned about, are people going to come back and really enjoy live theater? And that's why I did my first production in, I guess it was the end of October of 21.
Okay.
We opened with Jake's Women, and then this is our fourth production now, Grand Horizons.
Amazing. So Jared, I want to talk a little bit about how did you find your way into the Moonstone Theatre Company orbit?
It actually kind of was an interesting tale. Dad and I were actually doing Grand Horizons in Cincinnati, and we saw the audition notice for Moonstone, and we just loved the show so much. The two of us looked at each other and we were like, you want to try for this too? And so we sent in audition tapes to Sharon and got very lucky, and so we get to do this again with each other, which is— it's a very unique opportunity, and it's very cool to get to go to work with Dad every day, you know.
Hold the phone.
Yes.
You and your dad. You play your dad's
I am playing my dad's son. Yes, indeed.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
How could I pass that?
No, if he doesn't get that part, I don't know what to tell you, Jared.
I'm worried, yes.
And it's Jonelle and Jared Joplin, who are, you know—
Local legends.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. So how long have you been performing with your dad?
This is actually the 6th show that we've done together.
Oh my gosh.
I have been his son before, I've been him before, I've been his dog before, and I've been his queen.
Oh my gosh. That's why you are an actor.
Yes, indeed.
You are a chameleon, you can be all the things. What can you even put into words? Like, what does it mean to perform in Grand Horizons with your dad?
It's
playing the son?
absolutely amazing. It is such a wonderful script. Bess Wohl has created such real characters.
Yes.
It is very easy to play because it is written so well, because it is so realistic. And getting to do it with my dad, you know, he raises the bar for you. So every time he raises the bar, you want to meet that challenge. And so I feel like both of us are just constantly giving each other new treats.
I was like, does he ever try to coach you? Or you're like, Dad, stop.
Never tries to coach me, but he does, you know, do little things where I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to do that today, are we? All right, let's do that.
So much.
And that's lovely.
It's
you know,
great.
You get that when you work with professional people all over the place. It's just very fun to do it with your dad. But everybody in the cast is like that. You know, they give you new things things all the time. That's the joy of live theater.
That's
is
it.
you never see the same. Yes, there's a basic skeleton that is always the same, but you are never going to see the same performance twice. It is always different, forever changing, forever growing.
And how good does it feel to be back in person in the theater? I mean, gosh, the audience can see everything, your
Yes.
sweat, your footsteps,
Oh,
your
yes.
everything.
Yeah.
And just to get that instant gratification, I mean, how the heck does that feel?
It feels fantastic, and I do think that this show in particular is a great one. If people have been hesitant about getting back out to see live theater, this is a wonderful reason to go out and do it.
Right.
There is something about this play that is just, it connects us. It reminds us who we are as human beings and as humanity, basically.
I feel like that is a lovely segue to my next question.
Sure.
Speaking of humanity, talk about the mission behind Moonstone Theater.
Well, you know, I think it was very important about inclusivity and diversity and inclusion, all
Thank
of
you.
that, and equity. That's always been at the forefront to make sure that everybody feels comfortable about being at the theater and everybody is included.
Yeah,
and
sure.
we always strive for that. We also feel like theater can educate.
Yes, it
and
can.
as Jared was saying, you know, theater inspires conversations. And one of the reasons and one of the things that I do when I choose the plays that I choose is because I want things that inspire and also to reflect how your life is. And as we were talking, Grand Horizons has such wonderful dialogue, and it's reminiscent of things that we feel with our families, and that maybe we can say, maybe we haven't said yet. And it will hopefully inspire conversations once they leave the theater about how they want to maybe fix their own families and also what they need to say to their families. And I think, you know, all the shows that I've chosen have always been that way. You know, Proof was another show that we did last year where we wanted to talk about mental health in the family. And
wow.
that was a show that dealt with that. And a lot of people were, I think, very moved by it and also inspired to, you know, talk to their families about, you know, those kinds of topics. And that's what theater should be. It should be like going to a show and having a book open up and it comes to life.
Oh, that's so beautifully said. Yeah, you should feel something. And I believe
Totally.
you should be a little bit different when you leave.
Yes, yes.
You should be transformed. It might make you just look at someone a little bit differently, treat someone differently. Like you said, have conversations, kind of stir that stuff that's going
Seeing
on.
a live performance is the quickest way to the heart of an audience.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna make me cry. That's so beautiful.
The energy that
Yeah.
you experience in that present moment off these amazing actors,
Yeah.
you can't find that anyplace else. And that's why we
Absolutely.
really want to encourage people to come back.
So can someone very quickly describe what is Grand Horizons about? I haven't seen it yet, but don't give away the ending.
I will try not to give away the ending, all right. It focuses around an older couple in their 70s, 80s, who have been married for 50 years, and the wife decides one day that she would like to get a divorce, and the husband says, all right. And that's how the play starts. And then the children come to try and fix things, to try and see what has gone off the rails here. And
Okay.
in the process of that, everyone starts unveiling different things about their lives. Everyone starts talking through problems that they've got.
Right.
I don't want to go any further than that,
Don't.
but you can imagine what happens from there.
Secrets revealed.
Yes,
I
yes,
bet.
indeed.
I did hear, and thank you for not giving it away.
No, no, no.
That is the inciting incident. That is how this whole thing starts.
Very nice, by the
So,
way.
well, thank
Inciting
you.
incident.
My
Yes,
theater
yes.
nerd speaking out. But I mean, yeah, if that doesn't make your audience literally scoot to the edge of their chair,
Yeah.
I don't know what does.
Yeah.
And so we got to get into some very important details. How long is the show going?
Till April the 2nd. So we have 4 shows this weekend. Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays at 7:30, and Sundays at 2 p.m. And then
Fabulous.
again next weekend as well. So
My
we
gosh.
definitely want people to come out for 2 more weekends. And it's at the Kirkwood Performing Arts Center.
Oh, lovely. What a great part of town.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Is that your choosing?
Wonderful.
Yes.
Well done.
Initially, when they built the building, I was like, this is a great space.
A little light over it, and
Yes.
it's calling me in.
And we're in that Mary Strauss Black Box Theater, which is
Nice.
a beautiful space.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So
It's also especially nice for a piece like this because the theater itself is so intimate. And this play just, it requires intimacy. And
pull at all your
it's wonderful.
heartstrings.
Yes, indeed. And it adds to that feeling of the audience feeling connected. We have the great experience that we have audiences that listen to the dialogue and start finishing our lines for us because they have felt this before, or they know somebody else who has felt this before.
Oh, that gives me the chills. That's
yes,
beautiful.
and you can't get that, you know, from a box. You can't get that
can't.
from a movie
Streaming's
or
great.
streaming.
Films are great.
Yes,
but
of course.
I'm with you.
You'll hear oohs and ahs
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
from
Oh
people.
yes, they warn us sometimes
Right.
not to say the things we're saying. It's
Right,
great.
or if something's said, they'll go, oh,
Yes.
like that. I love that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my favorite part.
I know.
Oh, don't say that. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, you two have done such a great job capturing the show. Thank you for all that you do for St. Louis Theater. You've got
Thank you for all that you do for
Thank
St.
you.
Louis.
Oh,
gosh.
Yeah.
No,
This
it's
is a
been
wonderful
so
show.
fun. I definitely want people to get over to the theater. Moonstone Theater presents Grand Horizons. It's going on now until April 2nd. Check out the website, moonstonetheatrecompany.com. You can also learn so much about the company, why Sharon started it, maybe upcoming auditions. There's one more show left this season, so all the good stuff's going on there. And their social has some really, really fun, cute things. You get to know the cast members. It's a really sort of nice teaser invitation and really makes you want to get out to the theater. So that's going to do it today. Thank you both for taking time to sit and talk with me.
Thank you.
Always fun to talk about local inspiring happenings in St. Louis, and that is what we do here on STL TV. So make sure you check us out on all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Episodes upon episodes of all of our productions are there. Also check out our website, stltv.net. That's all I got today. It's been a delight to sit and talk with you. Thank you so much, and stay right here where you get to experience St. Louis. We'll see you next time.